That's that you when you.
Yeah,
I was
that
about to
is.
say, Tom, you look fucking ridiculous.
I'm in a
Yeah,
car.
the HR department at Duggystone Radio is idon'tgiveafuck.com, so you fire away as many as you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's bring them on screen. How you doing, lads?
Good
Mighty
man. How
nice,
are you?
man.
So you are too many temples.
We
Oh,
are
dear.
indeed.
And,
How's
and
it going?
yeah, and about five minutes ago we played your track, which you threw everything at that, didn't you?
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, a lot of guitars. So as lead guitarist, it's one of my favorites to play. So yeah, pretty sick.
And I've got to say, because obviously there's definitely an Asian twang in there, isn't there? The sound of it definitely got an Asian twang,
Well,
which I really like.
well, yeah. Well, the opening few seconds is a harmonium, which is an Indian instrument anyway. That drum, which sounds a bit like bagpipes, if you ask me. But so there is definitely a splash of that in there for
Yeah,
sure.
I liked it. Absolutely brilliant. Loved it to bits. Loved it to bits. So you called Too Many Temples. Where does the name come from?
Bench, over to you.
That's caught us off
Go
guard.
on, Ranch.
Okay, do I get the real answer here?
Yeah, yeah.
Give whatever
Okay.
answer you want, mate. It's your show. You can make it up. I don't care, really. If it promotes you better, just make up something weird and wonderful.
The honest answer is we used to be called Temple in the first iteration of the band years and years ago. But then a few years ago when we kicked off again, Tom dragged us back kicking and screaming. There were loads of bands called Temple.
Oh,
Hence the name.
so Too Many Temples. I like it. Yeah, there you go. Why not?
It was almost like a protest, wasn't it? Really?
Protest.
But all too often, too many bands, because you pick the name Temples and then go, oh no, we're sticking with that. And it can get confusing. You know, we've got our track of the month is from The Distance, and they're The Distance UK, because if you type in The Distance on social
Yeah.
media, you find a US band called The Distance. So I think bands really need
Well,
to, you know what I mean?
this was kind of the thinking. Like, we literally had pages and pages and pages of ideas, like, genuinely, and then we came back to, and someone just said, "Oh, why don't we just call it Too Many Temples?" And we were just like, that is the fucking best out of all of them. So that's what we went with.
Lele Records, up your name game. Yeah, definitely up your name game. I think people get fixated on it. We had one last year, and they put 3 dots behind it because there was a load of bands called that, and you think, it's not going to work, is it? It's not going to work. Not gonna
Yeah.
work.
Try explaining that to someone at a gig what your band name is, right? And they go searching for it.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
3 dots. Check us out. 3 dots.
Yeah, 3 dots behind the name and you'll find us. Yeah, I don't think so. People are too lazy, aren't they? So where you based? Down in the south?
Well, we're based, so me and Sarah are based down West London. Tom is in Southampton.
Nice. Oh, not a million miles away, so you can all get together, can you?
Yeah,
So,
just down the M3.
excuse me. So what you doing in regards giggings and stuff? Are you getting out and about, doing a bit of gigging? Or?
Yeah, so we just played a few gigs. So we played in London at the Victoria in Dalston a couple of a few weeks ago now. And then we played at the Joiners in Southampton like literally a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, that was really good. Yeah, just great to get out and play the songs and meet new people at the gigs and all that. So yeah, it was really good fun.
Excellent. Hence your backdrop behind you. That's that you when you.
Yeah,
I was
that
about to
was.
say, Tom, you look fucking ridiculous.
I'm in a car, mate. So like, what do you want me to do?
I thought you were under a duvet because it
You're
looks like you shaved your head off this morning.
I love it.
I thought you
I love
shaved your hair off.
Yeah, I'm literally in my car, so
Yeah,
like,
not good enough.
you just got to adapt,
He's got a head, yeah. He's blended in, isn't he? He's blended in. There is a blur. There's a blur function as well, isn't it? But anyway, just roll with it. I think it depends when you move, it changes because it doesn't. It's probably trying to get the background of you. So
It's
I
horrendous,
don't know what's
but the
going on.
less we see of your face, the better, to be honest with you. So
Well,
it's a
that's very
bonus for
kind.
everybody.
That's very
All the
kind.
listeners at home, me myself personally, it's a bonus.
I'm liking your vibe already, and I like that when bands can have a. I like a bit of banter. It's great.
I don't, Kirk, and I'll be filing it with HR in the morning. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
I'll wait for your email tomorrow morning then, eh? Being head of HR myself, so there you go.
Yeah, the HR department at Duggystone Radio is idon'tgiveafuck.com, so you fire away as many as you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What's he say? Oh, Lele Records always asks some crazy questions. They're a record company, we wouldn't know, in Guernsey. Who has the best socks?
Well, I mean, I'm just rocking some white Adidas today, but I know, Sav, you've got quite a colourful collection of socks.
Yes, yeah. I do like my decent pair of socks, man. I do like them. Yeah, that's it. That's me.
Yeah.
Can I just say that Islet Records, whatever they're called, from Guernsey, I mean, we all know that's the second best channel island, don't we? So just putting that out there.
Yeah, there is
But
a bit. There's a bit of rival.
I've got to say that. You know.
Where are you from? Jersey.
Jersey originally, yeah.
Oh, right.
So,
well, the only good thing comes out of there's the spuds, but Guernsey is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Tom's face looks like a spud at the moment, if you ask me.
I love it. Oh, someone's asked for Spotify. Yeah, we'll drop the link in. It's on the playlist as well, but we'll drop you a link for Spotify. I've started asking this question a lot because this originally came from Lele Records. And it's basically, if there was a zombie apocalypse, which band member would die first?
It's gotta be Tom.
It's a great question, Tom.
It's gotta be Tom.
It's got to be me.
Brilliant.
I mean, I'm the fall guy tonight, so I think I'm fucking dying first.
Brilliant.
Just no doubt.
Brilliant.
I think I'd want to die first. Put it that way. Like the way the bullying is playing out.
I think
I would sacrifice Tom. Blink of an eyelid, just so that me and Rand could get away.
The vibe I'm getting is you're getting replaced, man. I think you've had enough of
I
you.
think so.
Yeah.
I think this is my last outing as Too Many Temples. So.
I think you're watching a band breakup.
It's been called a spud. It's been called fucking ugly. It's been...
Yeah, I'm being really unfair.
No, mate, crack on. I love you to bits. You're absolutely proper Dougie Stone. You are. I like it.
Doggy style is my house. What was that?
Yeah. So, who influenced you? Who influenced you? The bands. What's your band influence?
Oh, well, for me, I'm known to have quite an eclectic taste among the band. So I would say probably the Stone Roses and a bit of Oasis and a huge helping of the Beatles would be for me.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I was being a bit sarcastic there. I am a little bit a bit one-dimensional in my music taste, but you know, when you've heard the best, like where do you go from there? Do you know what I mean? So that's my opinion.
Yeah, I get that. Right. What does that say? This is the. What's talking about? I get it now. I thought it was a question because obviously you commented about Guernsey, and I thought he was asking you which is the worst band ever, and he's put this is the worst band ever. So they're at it. Absolutely brilliant.
At least we got an accolade by a name. We'll take it.
Yeah, ever. You've got an ever. So what's the plans for the future? What you working on at the minute?
Oh, I'll take this one. So we've been we gigged a fair bit this year, but our plans are just to finish off a few EPs. So we're in the process of releasing a few songs that we've mixed and mastered, and we're readying up our next EP, which will release in spring next year. So lots of recording towards it now until the end of the year.
Nice.
Few releases in the bag as well, lined up as well, coming up. So we've got we've just released a track called The Cheer, which you just played, and we've got 2 more tracks in the pipeline that will be released, and then we've got a bunch of tracks that we've all been working on together to record and release early next year as well. So yeah, lots going on here.
Yeah, we got loads of songs, so we're just trying to get them out. But we are also, we just want to get out and play more gigs as well. So yeah, we're doing a lot of the recording stuff now, and then start of new. In fact, like we're playing a gig on the 3rd of January in Winchester at the Railway Inn. that's our first gig next year, and then we're just going to just try and smash the gig circuit next year. That's basically the plan, really.
Yeah, cool. Well, if you've been busy, you get to the point where you've got to record, and you can't do it all, can you? You can't be touring or doing loads of gigs, and recording and writing. You can just like one or the other in it, and I suppose it's how you balance that, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, exactly, and you're right. It's a different sort of mindset, isn't it? And like when we're gigging, you're sort of rehearsing the same 8-9 songs to whatever it is. And those pretty much are all sort of recorded now. So it's a case of we got new songs coming in as well, which we want to record and then get them in the set as well for next year. So it's just loads of new material really that we're working on, which is really exciting.
Wonderful. So what's your writing process? Who does that? Did you just start off with the lyrics, or just start off with the melodies? How's that work?
This is a hard question. There's no real science to this. We haven't got a formula in place. Someone comes to the table with an idea. It might be a piece of music. It might be I don't know, a bass line or something, or a set of lyrics, and then we'll just all kind of pull it apart and then put it back together again. And it's just that, really.
I think the best thing about this band is that anyone could have a song, but it's no one's until we've all worked on it. And a song will be the song wouldn't be the song without any of us having that input in there. So it's definitely all of us working on it together to produce something that we're all happy with. Definitely, for sure.
Cool. Oh, that's good. I like that. So there's a question that I like to ask, and ask it probably every show, is what's the worst thing that's happened to a gig or a disaster that's happened? Because they normally at the time are horrible, but they end up being hilarious later on down the line. Well, they are to us or to the watchers or listeners. So what's that? What's the worst thing that's happened to a gig?
Oh, it's got to be
mine. Oh yeah. Go on, Ranj. This is fucking priceless, man.
We played Bath Moles a few years ago, and we're all massive Villa fans. And Nick McCabe was in the audience, and we're like, oh, Jesus Christ, we've got Nick McCabe in the audience. We come up to, actually, I think it was the chair. I think it was the chair that was about to play.
It was a chair.
The chair is written around basically 2 chords. In fact, it's a variation of 1 chord. I just so happened to break 3 strings on my guitar, and I don't have another guitar to play. And it's in the middle of the song, so I just plow through. So I'm playing this song, and it's based around this variation of a single chord, and it's just ridiculous.
There's no variation.
There is no variation. It's just 2 strings twanging.
Disgusting.
Absolutely fucked it for all of us. And Nick McCabe's looking on thinking, who are these absolute fucking muppets trying to play guitar on stage?
I had a good chat with him. He loved it.
Did he? Of course he did.
That's a great band name, isn't it? 2 strings to twanging. I like that. So, tell me now, in your guitar bag, you have extra strings.
Extra guitars now.
I've got guitars now.
More guitars. That's the best way, isn't it? That is brilliant. Yeah, I think there was
that is like the.
Oh,
sorry. I was just going to say that is literally like the nightmare, isn't it? Like these nightmare.
Yeah. Well, it is if you're playing the guitar. It's like the drummers that do stuff. There was one the other week, one of the bands I forget which band it was. Janice remind me. But he's playing away, right, and he hits his cymbal, oof, like that, and he doesn't realise his cymbal fires off the stand, and he's playing away, and then he goes back to the cymbal, goes. Where's my cymbal? They got it on video. It's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Fucking hell. That's a good effort.
I went to a gig with my dad a few years ago. It was was it Old Dominion? No, it wasn't Old Dominion. Brothers Osborne, and their drummer put a hole in his kick drum at the start of the set. So
Jesus Christ.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's disastrous.
and
That's fucking shit.
and they were touring from the States, and they've got like 20. Seriously, you've got 20 guitars there, but only one drum kit. So they're like, we don't.
No.
So basically, what they did, they had to run next door. They knew there was another band next door, and they had to nick their kick drum and carry on.
Wow.
Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant.
So,
Yeah,
like-
Revivalry it was. People go and watch Revivalry. If I get a chance, I'll put it on this video where he's playing it and his cymbal goes.
Nice.
They're absolutely brilliant. Those little clippets, those little things that go on.
Where did the cymbal go though?
It just
Oh,
fired
did it
off
go
on
into the
fired
audience?
off on the stage, just on the stage at the back. It just fell on the
Oh,
floor.
right, okay.
Mustn't have tightened it up enough. His nuts must have been loose. You know what I mean? You don't want that, do you?
God knows all
Nuts,
about
loose
that.
nuts. Yeah.
all of us.
Oh, have we got any more questions, people? Come on, let's have some other things going on. Yeah, there you go. So, because I was reading some on your bio, you all met. How did you all meet?
So me and Ranj met at uni in Middlesex Uni in northeast London. We basically, I moved over from Jersey. We got put in rooms next door to each other, and like we just basically every night we were like in each other's rooms playing guitar, playing Beatles albums, whatever. So that's how we met, and then these two met working at Heathrow Airport, didn't you?
Yeah, it was as if somebody who was a mutual friend of ours, I told him I played a bit of drums and a bit of guitar. He said, "Well, I know somebody who plays guitar. You want to start a band?" And then we met at a Christmas party, didn't we, Reg? And
Yeah,
that's
we
it.
did.
Had a few drinks, and that's it. We all started a band.
Nice. What was you doing at Heathrow
Yeah.
Airport? Matt, what was you doing there?
Yes, walking around getting paid, isn't it? That's it.
No,
Just-
everyone who lives underneath the flight path near Heathrow works at W.H. Smith's at some points in their life
Yeah.
in the airport. That was
Right. Yeah,
So
it's
I was tucking into chocolates and crisps probably by that time,
nice.
So that-
which
you can't reveal secrets, right?
I may or may not have paid for at the time. But
Yeah, I cannot confirm or deny if I stole said items. Yeah,
no, it's a perk, I guess, right?
yeah, it's perk. Yeah, yes, it's wastage they call it, don't they? That's why.
Yeah.
That's why when you go in, I mean, I went to pick my lad up last year. Somebody was coming back from somewhere, and I watched some chewing gum, and I think chewing gum in the shops, I can't believe the price of it. Anyway, it's anything from about 70p to about £1. I think it was about £1.60 for a chewing gum. I'm like, rob him gets, but it's because of people like you nicking it. They have to put the price up to pay for the slippage that they have. There you go.
To the people, man.
The Robin Hood of Heathrow.
So what you all do? Are you all still doing that now, or are you doing other things?
We've
We're
all
all
got,
working proper jobs now.
we've all got
Proper- Yeah, proper jobs trying to be rock and roll stars, like the rest of the unsigned
I know.
circuit.
I know it's tough, isn't it? That's why we created this show. There's some amazing bands out there, and it's just a shame.
Yeah.
And that's why. But there's said it loads of times. It's never been easier to produce music, and I don't think it's ever been harder
Yeah.
because the market's saturated and people have not got the time. That's why Johnny spends the time sifting through it all and going, "Bosh, listen to this week," and that's.
I tell you what, you guys do a top job as well, by the way. Honestly,
Thank you.
and that's not. Yeah, that's me being genuine there. It's not easy, so you're smashing it. Well done.
No, it's not easy, and we genuinely love what we do, and we love the bands that we play. And well, we're getting absolutely. There's not even any chocolates to nick in here, so I'm not even getting those perks. I've got a beer free, but that's about it.
Yeah, get me in there. I'll manage to nick something, that's for sure. Don't worry about that.
So by the sounds of it, you met because you mentioned something about come back together. So did you meet years ago, do something, then stop and then start again? Is that how it's worked?
Yeah, the pandemic brought us back together. Well, Tom dragged us back together again during the pandemic.
Nice. So how long was you apart for?
10 years?
Right. Cool. Fair enough. So what's changed in the 10 years in your outlook or
Basically, yeah.
or your music? What's changed in that regard?
Well,
Is
no, it was the pandemic, because quite a long time. Yeah, 10 years or so. I think I don't know, like when we came back together and we started playing the old songs, like it was weird because like I think we all felt obviously you've learned more in life. You've learned more playing your instruments, so you're better musicians. Like we played the old songs better, and we had more. We had new songs that probably had more to say than we had previously as well. So like you know, like a song like Chasing Dragons, for example, which is on our last EP, So You and Sunshine. Like I don't think we produced that song back in the day, but like now we're better musicians. We can play something like that, and it's like lyrically it's stronger, and just everything going for it is better than probably what we would have achieved last time.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, it's just like, yeah, we're older, but we're probably better musicians, and we're just rocking out. Like I think I just love our new songs. Like I think they're really good.
Yeah, yeah. So back in the day, was it party central, and now it's more mellow? You know, we'll go and have a bite to eat after, rather than going crazy. What was it like back then? Was you going crazy back in the day?
I don't think we've ever been that type of band. We've always been like we've always had a good work ethic.
Nice.
Our idea of a party is sitting down with a cup of tea and some chocolate omnibs.
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that.
To be honest, I think what's changed about us is I think we're just a lot more comfortable in our skin. The storytelling is a lot more authentic. I mean, the Chair is case in point. I don't think we've got a song that really tells a story about where we're from authentically as much as that song does. Like it's a song set for me when I hear it. And Saab came to the band with this 2-chord riff and a set of lyrics talking about the story in this song, and I was personally blown away because it straight away evokes images of things that I can relate to from having been brought up in Southall, West London.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I think it's like me doing this now. I wish I was doing it when I was in my 20s. You know what I mean? I was early, but it wouldn't have been the same because I've not got the life experience, not got, do you know what I mean? The things that's happened to you.
Yeah.
Does that make? But I suppose people can start when they're young and grow into it. So in some respects, I think that it's great having the experience and the age. The downside is, especially in the industry, is they're all looking for the new young bands, aren't they? The young bucks to come through, which is ridiculous, really, isn't it? I think.
I think on top of that, I think we got songs that we believe the world needs to hear, and I think for all of us, these songs are too important just to sit on them and not give them the glory that they deserve, and record them properly, produce them, mix them properly, and just put them out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I'm just saying that's how it is, and I think it's wrong.
I've tried to talk myself out of it many a time.
Well, I've tried to talk myself out of this, doing this every bloody week, but Janice keeps keeping me here, and do you know what I mean? It's like, but there's something about it. I can't play an I can't play an instrument. I can't sing for toffee, but I will sing to my heart. Can't play. I can just about air drum, but I love music. So my bit of music and probably what you guys get out of it is doing this and showcasing other people what they're doing. So it's the same sort of thing, and I just get a massive buzz out of it, and especially when I see bands that go off and do other things, or they progress, or they keep in contact. Well, it's absolutely amazing, really, and I can understand why everyone does it who's involved in it. Do it because they love it.
I think as well, Kirk. Like for us, we keep saying this phrase of like, if not now, when? And it's like, we could just fucking just live sensible, normal lives. But I mean, like Saab said, we stupid. Maybe we're stupid, but we just think we've got these songs that like we just need to get out of our system almost, and need to get into the world. And that was the biggest thing for me when we sort of brought the band back together, was like our songs didn't really exist in this new sort of digital world, and that was the worst. You go on Spotify and none of our songs were there. Now we've got a few songs there, and there's loads more to come. That's the exciting thing. Like, I don't feel like we're even we're just getting started, really.
No, I agree. We had a band on the other week who'd been apart for about 20 years, and they were the same. They said that they've only just started getting stuff on there now, and all their stuff was on a tape, and all the tapes got lost, and they actually found one. They were like, what did we sound like back then? We don't know, because we've not got no recordings of it. And I think I think a lot of people, especially younger bands, don't realise the age that they're in. Where like that clip I was talking about before, Revivalry. You wouldn't have had that clip. No one would be talking about that now because you've got mobile phones. So even if something happened to, I don't know, Spotify or it's Apple Music, someone will have some of that stuff somewhere stored or on a phone or anything. Yeah. And there must be loads of bands that were out there back in the day who were good, but there's nothing. They've not left any mark on the world, have they? Whereas you are now.
100%. And I mean, it was a little bit similar for us because we found this old video when we'd gone over to Jersey, funnily enough, speaking about the Channel Islands, but we've gone over to Jersey to play a couple of gigs, and friends of ours who were like film making, they were sort of like at uni doing like filmmaking sort of degree or whatever, and they came with us and filmed one of the gigs, and they sort of were doing like a sort of but just filming us behind the scenes and stuff for the weekend. And these tapes turned up during lockdown, and that's basically I started sending them to the lads, and we were like, it was just one night in March, a Friday night, I was in my office, just remember pinging all these videos, like, look at this, and it was just like, we've got to get back together. Like, this is ridiculous. The songs are too good to just leave on this fucking shitty video that we can't watch anymore.
I like that. You relit the fire, didn't you? I think that is absolutely. I love it.
Basically, yeah.
I love it, and I love all your attitudes, your vibe, what you try to do, your music. I think it sounds fantastic. Well, cheers. We could talk all.
And the best thing is about today, we got digital music. But there's also a bit of a revival on the actual physical music as well.
Oh yeah, on vinyl.
So yeah. So even vinyl. So we went and printed off some CDs of our last EP as well, which we're flogging on our website. And it's just magical to have something you've recorded in your hand with all the artwork, a bit old school. You know what I mean? Because I used to love looking through CDs, the booklets, reading the lyrics, the photography and all that.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that some people are still doing that for sure.
So fucking well done, mate. You got the plug in there.
I'm loving that. I know. I tell you what,
that was seamless. Wasn't it?
Fucking hats off to you. And people go to their website. What I'll do is I'll go and find it. I'll drop it in the show notes.
Yeah.
And then go and see it. And hey, drop.
Buy a t-shirt. We make more money on the t-shirts, so buy those for sure.
I'll make sure the website works first, Sobs. But
yeah. Well, definitely.
The CDs we're happy to give away because we just want people to have our music. But yeah, buy a CD.
Don't say that. Don't say that. You're not working at fucking WH Smith's now, brother. Do you know what I mean? Fucking keep that to yourself. You can't start giving your own shit away. Keep that.
I try, mate. I try. I'll lick anything.
Right.
Fucking hell.
We could talk all evening, but we're gonna have to get brilliant. You've done that plug. We're gonna have to get on with the rest of the show. Now you've selected this track. I don't know who selected it. Is it Frico? Is it Where We've Been? Is that
yes.
The one?
Okay, so I'll talk about this. Our bassist who can't make it because he's working. He selected this track. He's the guy in the band. He just started joining this year. He's the guy in the band that basically introduces us to new music. And I'll read out what he's written about this song. I like Freako because they are fresh and they have an entire album of potential songs. The songwriting is vivid and colourful. And he shared the song with us last week for the first time. He's always sharing us new music. And we all agreed that, like, if you listen to the lyrics specifically, it's a pretty special. It sounds like a classic indie song.
Brilliant.
So
brilliant.
You guys love it.
Right, we're going to play that in a second. Before you go, can one of you do it, because it'll be food bar if you'd all do it. Can one of you say, this is Too Many Temples, and you're listening to Duggystone Radio, and we'll save it down and we'll add it to their system.
Go on, Saab. Oh, Saab's gone on mute. Okay. All right, I'll do it. This is Too Many Temples, and you're listening to Duggystone Radio.
Brilliant. Well, say hello to the bassist for us. You've been an absolute hoot, guys. Love you to bits. Success with the future, and keep in touch with us, because we're not a one-hit wonder. Send us your music. Send us any videos you've got, or promote anything, and we'll get it out there for you. Thanks very much. I'm going to play your track now.
Thank you so much, guys. Cheers, man.
Cheers. Oh, yeah. I like this. Cheers, lads.
Cheers, man.
20 years spent above this place.